My name is Ryan. I am 35 years old. From the outside, my life looks perfect. I live in a clean, comfortable house. I have a stable job. I drive a good car. People often say I am lucky. They say my wife is kind and beautiful. They say we are a happy couple. But behind my smile, there is a secret that slowly breaks me every day. My wife's name is Laura. She is a gentle and caring woman. Every morning, she wakes up before me. She prepares breakfast with love. The coffee is always warm. The food is always ready on time. She smiles at me and says, "Good morning, Ryan." I smile back and answer her, but my smile is empty. Inside, my heart feels heavy. I feel like I am acting in a play that never ends. Laura packs my lunch every day. She puts a small note inside the box. The note always says something sweet, like, "Have a great day," or "I love you." I read these notes quietly at work. They make my chest feel tight. I am not a cruel man, but I am living a lie. I do not love her the way a husband should love his wife. 5 years ago, my life was very different. I was not strong or successful. I had a small business, and I worked very hard for it. But things went wrong. I made bad decisions. Slowly, everything fell apart. I lost my business. I lost my savings. I could not pay my rent. My friends stopped calling. One by one, they disappeared. I was alone and ashamed. Those days were dark. I slept in my old car many nights. I skipped meals because I had no money. I felt useless and broken. I remember thinking that my life had no future. I wanted to give up. I felt invisible to the world. One cold afternoon, I walked into a small cafe. I only wanted a cheap cup of coffee and a warm place to sit. I chose a corner table and kept my head down. Laura worked there. She came to my table and looked at me with kind eyes. She asked softly, "Are you okay?" No one had asked me that in a long time. I don't know why, but I told her everything. I told her about my failed business, my debts, and my loneliness. She listened without judging me. She did not interrupt me. When I finished, she brought me a large plate of food. I told her I could not pay. She smiled and said, "It's okay. Everyone needs help sometimes." From that day, I went to the cafe often. Laura always spoke kindly to me. She gave me food when I was hungry. She helped me find a small room to rent. She even helped me get a simple job. It was not a big job, but it gave me hope. In my darkest time, she stood beside me like a light. I felt grateful. Very grateful. I wanted to give something back to her. I thought my gratitude was love. I did not understand my own feelings. One evening, we walked in a park. The sky was calm and quiet. I looked at her and said words that would change both our lives. I asked her to marry me. Laura was shocked, then happy. She cried with joy and said yes. We got married soon after. At first, I felt proud. I believed I had done the right thing. I thought love would come later. I thought love could grow with time. But it didn't. Years passed. My life became stable again. I earned good money. We bought a nice house. Laura was the perfect wife. She supported me in everything. But my heart stayed empty. I felt trapped by kindness. Her love felt like a beautiful cage. I was safe, but not free. 1 month ago, it was my birthday. I came home tired from work. The house was dark. Suddenly, the lights turned on. Friends shouted, "Surprise!" Laura had planned a party just for me. She hugged me tightly and wished me a happy birthday. Everyone was smiling. I smiled too. But inside, I felt nothing. I felt exhausted from pretending. Another time, I got sick with a high fever. I stayed in bed for days. Laura took time off work to care for me. She cooked soup, gave me medicine, and sat beside me all night. She treated me with endless love. My guilt grew heavier. Why couldn't I love someone so good? Then one evening, everything changed. Laura prepared a special dinner. Candles were lit. The room felt warm and romantic. She held my hand and looked at me with hopeful eyes. She said, "Ryan, our life is beautiful. We have everything." I nodded quietly. Then she smiled and said, "I think we are ready for the next step. Let's have a baby." Her words froze me. A baby meant forever. A child meant a life built on lies. I felt my breath disappear. Laura was dreaming of a family, but she deserved a husband who truly loved her. I could not destroy an innocent child with my dishonesty. At that moment, I knew I could not continue the lie. The truth would hurt her, but lying forever would hurt her more. I looked at Laura. My hands were shaking. My voice felt weak. But I had to speak. I opened my mouth to tell her the truth.
Thanks for watching this story. I hope it touched your heart and made you feel something real. Your time and support mean a lot to us. See you again in the next story.